I'm Josh. I play guitar and sing in the French Kicks.
I'm Nick. I also play guitar and sing in the French Kicks.
We kind of went in consciously wanting to have a lot of kind of the songs, the studio portions of the songs built around a sort of like pretty immediate live take. So, and we were pretty emphatic about doing, you know, say 2-3 takes and trying to capture something pretty quickly before we started to, you know, revise and, you know, overwork it and whatnot.
Mainly just the idea that we thought people that already like dug the band might get a kick out of hearing us do this kind of stuff. But yeah, it was really fun. We did it really quickly, and you know, most of them were learned like on the spot. Like, oh, you guys want to try some song? We name it, and you know, noodle around with it for a second, and then record it immediately. So we had a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, and I think it kind of like pushes the stuff that we were doing on on swimming like further, where like literally the whole thing is very like the vocals, everything is 100% live, and like, you know, usually 1-2 takes, like we're done very quickly. No, you know, we, like Nick was saying, we would figure out the song like sitting there and then just record it and then move on. And we recorded a lot of songs in sort of like one day, and just, you know, put out a few and have a few more that'll probably see the light of day at some point.
I remember when we started the band, it was kind of like, it was things, you know, the things that were going on, things that were on the radio and things that were happening around, at least that I was personally aware of at the time, were not all that exciting. And it was kind of like, well, let's do something, let's try to make something cool, let's try to, you know. And I sort of feel like now we've kind of gotten to a place that's closer to what I remember imagining at the time, where people are not necessarily trying to do any one specific thing because of any arbitrary reason. They're like, you know, they figure out who they are and what they want to do, and they do it really well. If they do it well, then they can get, people of all kinds can respond to it. And I think there's a lot of bands in New York that are doing that. The thing that they say that, you know, entertainment or whatever, entertainment and booze and prostitution are the things that survive in recessions and depressions. You know, why that, you know, whether that's like, you know, people say that like people need it more or whatever, I don't know. It's, you know, it's $10 or $15 to go see a rock show, and you know, so it's a cheap way to have a really good time with a bunch of people. So in that sense, I think it could be one of those things that actually does, you know, survive or even thrive in when everybody's freaking out about everything else. You go lose yourself, and, you know.
I think we're working towards constantly changing, and that's sort of part of like what keeps us excited about it, and what, you know, whether it's like doing something different on a record, you know, each record, but also with a live show too, trying new stuff.
We've never had any kind of, you know, as Josh was saying, the fun of it for us is not having a plan, not having anything that we're particularly going after, but just seeing what comes out, seeing what happens and where it goes. You know.